Lakshme Namaha, Sthite Namaha.
From the temple where male and female genitals are worshipped to the temple where mice are gods and their leftover food and feces are eaten by humans. And also the temple that disappears once a day. Our world is full of these strange and incredible temples. Today and in this video, we will visit these temples. Stay with Dark Facts. Number 5. Kamakhya Temple. Kamakhya is one of the temples in India that broke the norms of society, and it is not normal at all. This temple is located in the Guwahati city and was built to worship Kamakhya deities. It may be hard to believe, but in this temple, women's menstruation and genitals are praised. In the interior of temple, you can even see the legendary womb and penis of Shakti, one of the Hindu gods. This is very interesting, but what makes this story even more strange is that the water of the river near this temple turns red every year in June. And you probably know what is the meaning of this red color. But there are even more strange temples in India. Number 4. Kailasa Temple. This temple is located in the state of Maharashtra in India. This temple is one of the largest stone-carved structure in the world. If you look carefully at the pictures, you will realize that this huge and beautiful statue was originally a very large stone that was carved and turned into this shape. The interesting thing is that at the time of the construction of this temple, in other parts of the world, this technique was not used to build large structures, and this construction method was not popular. That is, instead of using stone blocks to build the temple, Indians found a mountain and then started carving and designing the temple. Archaeologists report that more than 400,000 tons of stone were carved from the mountain, and the project may have taken several centuries to complete. Of course, this issue has also made this temple to resist all climate changes and has remained intact until now. It is interesting to know that the Mughal emperor in India, Aurangzeb, ordered thousands of workers to destroy this temple and destroy its heritage. But after 3 years of continuous effort, these workers could not make a noticeable change in this temple and finally gave up. I should say that this temple does not have the most special architecture among the temples of the world. I will prove it to you. Number 3. Veerabhadra Temple. Two brothers in the village of Lepakshi in India built the Veerabhadra Temple and presented to Shiva, one of the Hindu gods. According to people's word, this temple is one of the most interesting temples in India, and one of the reasons is the special architecture of this temple. 70 large columns transfer the weight of the roof of this structure to the ground, but one of those 70 columns has no contact with the ground. It's like just putting it there. When a British engineer tried to find the cause of this issue in 1910, he connected column to the ground, but the roof of the structure was no longer in the same leveling surface and the plaster paintings on the wall were scratched and uneven. This engineer never understood what is the function of this additional column, and no one has understood until now. Another feature of Veerabhadra Temple is the presence of a large footprint in size of 1 meter and 30 centimeter, which is always wet and so strange that it surprises and frightens visitors. Well, before continue on the movie and next strange temple, please like and comment video and subscribe Dark Fact. Number 2. Karima Temple. We have seen the largest temple in the world. Now let's go to the most numerous one. Karni Temple in the state of Rajasthan, India, belongs to the Hindu religion and it is home of large number of mice. This temple is also known as the Temple of Mice because about 25,000 black mice live there. The scary part is that you only have to enter the temple with bare feet, because Indians believe that if a mouse bites your leg, chances will come to you. Of course, if you go there, you should pay attention, because if you don't be careful and kick one of these mice, it costs a golden mouse for you and donate it to the temple to prove your repentance and be forgiven. According to legends, Karni, a woman who lived 40 centuries ago, is actually the goddess Durga or power and victory. Passing a mouse beside someone's feet consider a good luck, especially if that mouse be white. People know the white mice as a personification of Karni and her 4 sons. It is said that only 10 white mice lived in this temple. If you haven't felt bad about these temples so far, I would like to say that eating leftover food from mice is considered a blessing for them, and the pilgrim of the temple happily eat the milk or the sweets that mice eat part of them. The strangest thing is that there has been no plague among the pilgrims, which everyone considers a miracle of Karni Mata. Number 1. Stambheshwar Mahadev Temple. The temple you see and its name is so difficult that I won't repeat it again. It is not very special in terms of engineering and architecture, but there's an interesting thing about it that makes it on our list today. The strange feature of this temple is that it disappears. But don't be surprised, there's no transcendental point. This temple is located in the city of Ahmedabad in the state of Gujarat, India, and it disappears due to the tides of the sea and reappears after a while. This relatively small structure is located between the Arabian Sea and the Gulf of Ahmedabad, and when water reaches its highest level, a large part of the temple is submerged and disappears for a while. Of course, you should also know that this type of structure is not only for India, and the Japanese also have a temple called Itokushima, which always goes underwater due to the tides and comes out after a while. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please write me your opinion about these temples. Thank you.
Om Puste Namaha, Om Ratte Namaha, Aram Drutte Namaha, Aram Sesenye Namaha.